Protests in New York City and the rest of the country have intensified, and protesters are demanding justice for George Floyd, a 46-year-old black man who was killed when a Minnesota police officer knelt on the handcuffed Floyd's neck for over 8 minutes while he pleaded for air. Assemblywoman Karines Reyes addressed the importance of unity amongst Bronxites attending the Let Us Breathe police reform rally at the Community Board 12 office.
Because the reality is that it doesn't matter what language you speak or what country you come from. When you're brown or you're black, they kill you just the same.
Members of the Black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, and Asian Legislative Caucus, also known as BPHA Legislative Caucus, organized a rally to lead the charge for changes in law enforcement's policing of communities of color through legislation that emphasizes accountability for officers.
It's to repeal Section 58 of the Civil Rights Law, which serves as essentially a shield to all disciplinary records for police officers. Those who are in the community deserve to know who's policing them. And that's why we're trying so hard to make sure we do that. It's important to know who's policing you. You should know the information about people that are serving you. And that's why it's critical that we do something about this.
Assemblywoman Reyes also announced the New York for All Act, which prevents Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, from diverting resources and personnel to further immigration enforcement, and pushed for the demilitarization of police by disenrolling New York State from the 1033 federal excess properties.
People in our community should not be afraid to seek help based on the fact that they're undocumented. And this bill would seek to do that. To make sure that our public agencies are not collaborating with ICE enforcement. I think it's important that we demilitarize the police because oftentimes that's used under the cloak of anti-terrorism, but to really do things like break up protests and terrorize communities.
Assemblyman Michael Blake encouraged Bronxites utilizing their voting rights to affect change, like one Bronx resident who recited poetry to spread positivity and encourage people during these challenging times.
Demand that we change policies. Vote. Fill out the census. Make sure that the cops that are doing these things get fired.
The way they treat us is like being born black is a sin, like we're repenting our whole lives for the color of our skin. I just want to love black, buy black, and see black win.
The New York State Black, Puerto Rican, Hispanic, and Asian Legislative Caucus currently exists as a 62-member body of state legislators representing a quarter of residents across the state of New York from Long Island, the metro New York City area, and upstate. If you'd like to learn more about them, please visit them on Instagram at BPHA Caucus or visit their website listed below. Reporting for BronxNet, Stephen Powell.